Drake versus Tragedies. After leaving the home of his drunken, abusive, neglective parents, 17-year-old Drake stumbled to the supermarket with a few crumpled dollars, bruises on his face, and blood on his forehead. He purchased a single bag of carrot sticks. After all, a few dollars can't buy much in Florida. Drake decided it was getting late and should probably get some rest. He snuggled up next to the cozy dumpster, pondering whether tomorrow he should resort to theft, beg for money, or return home, where he was sure it wouldn't be any different from jail. He was awoken by the sudden shaking of a stranger. The stranger whispered quietly, "What are you doing sleeping on the sidewalk?" Drake was too exhausted to respond as the strange man dragged him to the awaiting limousine. Drake, still incredibly drowsy, could not help but fall asleep upon entering the warm limo. In the morning, he awoke in a brightly lit hotel room. The slamming of the front door startled Drake as the stranger from last night entered the room. "Room service should be here soon," said the man as he handed Drake a roll of money. "Why were you sleeping outside?" Drake responded, "I left home. I had to." The man said, "Well, I can't let you sleep on the streets. Why don't you live with me until you get back on your feet?" Drake, weirded out, replied, "No, thanks." The man understandingly said, "Excuse my manners. I do this so much, taking care of people, that is, and I forgot how weird it was to be so forward. You see, I was once like you, a down-on-his-luck kid before a stranger picked me up off the street." After counting the $2,000 he just received, Drake replies, "You are homeless too?" The man says, "Yes, that is why I shelter and feed people who need it." Breakfast arrived. "You can call me Lenny." Lenny and Drake grew closer, and Lenny quickly became his mentor. They both lived in hotel rooms across from each other. Drake followed in Lenny's footsteps, attending college and becoming a lawyer. Drake celebrated his 24th birthday in luxurious style after winning his first court case. He went on to win many more, protecting unfortunate victims and preserving justice. Everything was going wonderfully for Drake, until August 28th, 1982, that is. On that day, Hurricane Andrew ripped the hotel in half. Drake became unrecognizable, draining every dime he could from the hard-working people of Florida. Drake never truly got over his mentor's death. Not even the super shiny sports car Lenny left him in his will could help his horrible mood. Especially not the day when someone ran a stop sign and his car was T-boned. Drake turned and yelled, "Hey, watch where you're..." Then suddenly, 23-year-old Emily's beauty blindsided him. When he looked into her eyes, he could not look away. It was as if time stood still so he could savor this moment of light in his life of darkness. As she stepped out of the rusted sedan, she asked, "Are you okay?" The paramedics showed up and they were rushed to the hospital. Drake got a cast for his arm. She was fine and could have left. However, the doctor said they needed to observe them both for 24 hours before they could leave. They coincidentally shared a room after Drake paid the doctor $8,000 to do so, and chatted for about a half an hour before the girl's family showed up. Loving family said, "We're so worried. What happened?" She responded, "I got into a car accident. I was sort of texting and driving." The family turned to Drake. "We'll pay whatever it cost," Drake replied as he looked out the window with his eyes drawn to the girl's shattered sedan and the filthy Jeep next to it the family pulled up in. "Don't worry about it. I hope your insurance covers your sedan." It didn't. Drake was able to force the insurance company to give the family enough money they could buy Emily a nice car. They were so grateful they invited him for dinner. The next day, Drake enjoyed a home-cooked meal at the Smith family's house. He enjoyed just being in Emily's presence. Drake had never felt like this. There was something about this girl. Suddenly, success didn't come from your job, but from finding love. Drake's thoughts were interrupted by the ringing of the phone. Drake went into shock upon hearing the sound of Lenny's voice. "Is this Lenny Crawford?" he asked. Lenny responds, "Yes, why didn't you answer my calls?" Drake replies, white as a ghost, "After the hurricane, the cell towers were damaged. The calls must not have been connected." "Lenny, where did you go?" Lenny says, "I took my private jet to China for the big court case. Didn't you read my note?" Drake, in relief, says, "The hurricane ripped the hotel in half. I thought you were dead." Lenny replied, "I'm fine. We finished the court case and I'm on my way home." Lenny returned from his long flight as if he were brought back from the dead. They ordered construction crews to repair the buildings Drake recently bought. They finished just in time for Drake's honeymoon with his new wife, Emily. Or at least, that's how Drake told it to me when I was a kid. "Wow, your parents have such a great love story." "Yep, best story of their lives." "Wait, I forgot to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up?" "Oh, that's an easy choice. I want to be a lawyer." "Okay, Andrew, I'll see you later." "Bye, Charlotte."